Hello, everybody. This is the Graham Report. Well, here we go. We went to Hawaii after that incident. There was not much else we could do. It was getting winter and it's getting cold. I, for one, was happy. Only thing is that we also had a case there. We investigate the paranormal, stuff like that. So we got a call. Just as we were about to leave from Hawaii. We had just gotten off the plane from New Mexico. And, Jim was happy. So was Sarah. Hawaii, they said. It'll be great. No, it wasn't. We had at least 3 experiences there. None of them great. First one was just odd, and I'll tell you about that right now. We'll get to the other 2. Couple weeks or so. Well, as we arrived off the plane from New Mexico to Hawaii, the main island, we, first investigation that this man called us about was that he was having stuff. Things were being constructed on his property that he had no idea where they came from. He didn't know what they were or what was going on. Things were just popping up, and within 7 days, they were already built. He had not hired anybody to do any building on his property, nor did he want these buildings on his property. But these things were being built. I had Jim go do some investigation on the man's property. Sarah went to go to the library and learn about what mythological creature, if any, could do such things. Me, I checked us into the hotel and just started to check us in. And when I got a call from Jim saying I needed to hurry down there, what he said was huge. He was just like, this stuff was being built, and he had no idea how it was constructed so quickly. And he took some pictures and sent them to me on the phone. I wish I could get them to you, but it's classified. I don't open up classified cases. We were asked not to show the pictures. The owner wanted the pictures back, as well as anything else that we could any information. He wanted that information, and all I can talk about is this case file. I cannot show you the pictures. I do apologize. I went to where Jim was at, and there was these almost monolithic buildings. They were beautifully constructed. I mean, they were tall as they are wide. I think one was 18 by 20. And that was just one building. Another one was 20 by 50. And these buildings were just beautifully constructed. Carvings inside and out. I had no clue what was going on. They were like, wow. They were like made out of concrete, and some structures even had wood from local trees and in them and constructed around them. They were just blocks and bricks. Well, not bricks. Well, they were bricks, but they weren't man-made. Not made by man. These buildings were large, beautiful. There was one that was in the back. It was partly constructed, but looked like it was given up on halfway. Now, I had no clue what was going on. Nor did anyone else have a clue what was going on. He wanted answers because, well, his construction equipment was being used for these buildings on his property. But he had no idea how they were being built or who was building them. So, a couple hours later, and as I was looking over the site of the unfinished building, Sarah came up and you know, came up to me, kind of startled me a bit, this splitting headache I have every now and then, and that scar on my face, well, that scar on my head, and from the staples. I looked at her and I said, "What?" She said, "Well, I only found one group of creatures or beings that were doing such things, and a long time ago." She said they say they're Menehune, Menehune, and she also said they could build temples, fish ponds, among other things. They could not do this in one night. They would abandon it and move on. It was among other things. If they could not do this in one night, they would, like I said, they would move on. They'd abandon it, like they did the house in the backyard. It was rather large, and the foundation was rather large. And then she continued on and said, the first settlers of Hawaii before the Polynesians is what she said they would have been before they arrived in Hawaii. Polynesians say that there were bridges, dams, and roads when they arrived Menehune when they arrived, and she said the Menehune means lowly people or low people, social classes. That's what it means, lowly people or low people. And they were social classes. It does not mean small or short. They said to have fled the mountains. The mountains later became known as Menehune. Some say some of the buildings can be still seen today, is what she said. I mean, I wanted to go look at these things. I wanted to go to the Menehune Mountain. That was the issue. We were already on the Menehune Mountain. Now, this guy was not a construction worker. He owned a construction business. He had plans and plots, plans of buildings and such. I forgot what they call them. God, this memory of mine. I swear it's gotten worse. He was the artist, the sketch artists that draw out the plans. I asked him, could he draw out something that no one, no matter how hard they could do it, could not finish this in one day. He looked at me and said, what do you got in mind? So it took us a couple hours, and we drew out plans of this building that could not be finished in one day by man. By any man. Because it was an elaborate building. I mean, it was huge. beach. It was a beautiful, it could have been a resort or a hotel if it was finished. It was not our plan to have it finished. It was all our plan to get photos of these creatures. We set up this, and we took it up to an easel. We put it on the easel, and he had the plot big enough for it set up. And we put out this challenge. These people, by drawing out this elaborate building, beautiful in every way possible. It was to be a trap, not to catch them, but to catch them on film. We set up cameras everywhere, but they were hidden. We had to make sure trail cameras were used, as well as film cameras. We set it up, and we waited. Around midnight or so, they showed up. They looked at these plans and started construction. We absolutely knew this could not be built by man in one day. We just wanted to catch them doing their work. We had the camera set up in such a position where they could not be seen by any man. You should have seen that building go up so quickly. 4 hours, the bottom, and 2 hours, the bottom part of the building was complete. 3 hours, they already had the second story of the building complete. 5 hours into it, they almost had the roof on. Just as dawn was about to approach, they finished the roof. We caught all this on film. And we had to give it up. We were amazed at what these people done in 24 hours. When dawn broke, they vanished. But we had all this on film. And just as we were about to leave, a man approached us in black, dressed in black, along with a partner of his. Another male, and I believe a female was in another car. Just as we were about to get aboard a plane, they confiscated all of it. The film, the video, the photos, even the ones that we took on our phones. We got paid, but at the cost of evidence of the paranormal. It's, what happens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know a couple people enjoyed the last few that I've done. And this will continue because, well, I've got so many views on doing videos like this, unlike my other videos that didn't got as much. If anybody knows on how to put hashtags in videos and whatnot, please do let me know in the comments below. I do read every comment that I get. I do look over them. YouTube has been getting rid of trolls for me. Had a little bit of troll in the past two videos. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that this will continue. I have no plans of stopping this, and yes, this is Hawaii, but I will be doing hopefully a special Christmas episode for you guys. I want to do one on Krampus. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I want to do one. I want to try to at least. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, good luck, good night, God bless.